Hello there, and welcome to another episode of Midnight Movie Mania. I am your host, John, and with me is my co-host, Alix.
Did you say Joan or did you say John?
Yeah, well, some people
I'm
say,
having a panic attack, I think, over here over that name.
no,
But
what?
yes.
Wait, hold on. No wired mics ever! So, yeah, yeah, tonight we are doing the Camptastic melodrama, shall we call it? Um,
Yeah.
Powerhouse movie known as Mommy Dearest, just in time for American Mother's Day.
Mhm.
Why do I say American Mother's Day? Because there's two Mother's Days. The British one, which is, I think is in March, the actual Mother's Day, because that was based on a religious holiday, and the American slash Canadian one, which was made up in 1930 something to make money from cards. So, yay!
Capitalism wins
hmm
again.
Yes. Oh my God, such a rip-off. Anyway, so I will ask you right off the bat: was this the first time you saw this masterpiece?
Okay, so this is the first time I've seen it, but watching it didn't feel like the first time because I, I mean, anyone who's listening who is a Drag Race fan
hmm
has probably heard most of the lines from this movie
Yes,
a million and one times.
yes.
So it was nice to have the context.
hmm hmm hmm
Finally.
I think this is the 10th time watching this thing because I
My
love
God.
trash movies, and this is the not. I wouldn't say the trashes of trash, but I would say this is it walks a fine line between trash and tragedy. I would say tragedy. I can't speak right. Tragedy. Oh, I can't fix it right.
I would definitely say it maybe it straddles the line ever so slightly, but it's definitely like leaning into trash.
Yes. Apart.
For sure. The tragedy felt almost played down.
I love the fact John Waters calls this the ultimate drag performance by a woman.
Mhm.
So there you have that one.
I would agree.
Because Faye Dunaway goes way OTT in her portrayal of Joan Crawford. I was going to say Joan Collins. Joan Crawford. I mean,
Yeah.
it is way OTT. Based. This thing is based on a book written in 1977, I believe, by Christina Crawford, one of Joan's adopted kids. She
Mhm.
had four, but even know that from this movie because they only mention two. They only mention herself and Christopher. There's no mention of Cindy and what's the fourth one called again? The other twin.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh
I
my
know they
god.
were twins.
Yes, give us a second. Oh.
And then there was a fifth one for a brief period.
Another Christopher. Yeah.
Yeah.
But apparently, I love this one. She sort of shadedly adopted that one in 1940, and
I mean, they all seemed kind of shady because I feel like she pretty much bought them all.
yeah.
I did
Uh,
see an interview with Larry King, and when he was interviewing Christina Crawford. I think it was on the anniversary of like the 20th anniversary of the book or something.
mhm.
Um, and she commented on the fifth child that he wasn't aware of, and also the fact that they were all bought. She says, I don't know if any of the adoptions were legal. And I mean, take her word however you want to, really,
Yeah.
because yeah.
Well, the one of the twins sued her for defamation, as they claimed,
Hmm.
no, our adoption was legit, and she pulled out adoption papers, so she was
Hmm.
sued for $57,000. So
Oh,
there you have that
well,
one.
there goes the inheritance that she sued to get,
Yes, yes,
which was like, I think, $55,000.
yes, 55,000. Yeah. Right, I'll go through the facts I found of this, not all of them because there's tons of facts in this one. So here we go. Faye Dunaway claimed she was, quote, taken over by Joan. This is why she was so big, and apparently it took her several years to lose the Joan Crawfordness of it
Oh
all.
my God.
Apparently, she had to move to Britain in order to get away from Joan's ghost, so to speak. And she didn't
Oh.
work for about 3 or 4 years. Then Supergirl came over, and she was large in that one, and also. So I'm thinking, you're full of shit, love. I mean, you just love the.
Mm-hmm.
When Bette Davis was asked to talk on a talk show to talk about this movie, because obviously the two were rivals, she
Mm-hmm.
says, and I quote, Faye Dunaway is a terrible actress and had none of Joan's mannerisms. So, I just love.
Yeah, I could see that.
You mentioned the original Boy in 1942. That was adopted shadily, and the birth mother went, "I want my kid back." When
Mm.
she found out that it was somebody famous, and she sued for, I think it's $1 million, and Joan went, "Here, take the kid back then."
Oh.
And then she got,
Imagine finding out later in life you could have been living with a movie star.
yes, 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 exactly. I mean, it's a,
Although they probably wouldn't have got an inheritance and been
mm,
abused, but
yes, yeah, yeah, true, true.
allegedly.
Yeah, no, yeah, well, Oh yeah, this movie had 7 writers. I mean,
Yeah.
ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. There was 17 drafts of the script,
Hmm.
which Faye Dunaway refused because they weren't focused on her. She wanted it rewritten so it was focused on her and not Christina.
Hmm.
So the director and one of the producers went to a cabin, got blind drunk, and hashed out the script in 13 days.
Hmm.
So, yay. And this is one the
That
shot
very
with.
much shows for sure.
Hmm.
I know when I was watching that interview with Christina years later, she said, the movie it kind of it didn't make her mother seem any more wacky than she was.
Mm,
And again, this is Christina's version of events, obviously.
hmm.
That any wackier than she was, or she'd written about her, but they had changed it so much so that the child abuse element
Hmm.
was kind of the secondary point of the movie.
Yes,
And it was
yes.
more about, this Hollywood legend, our star is dying out and da 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 da
Hmm.
da.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, yeah. This one I thought was interesting. The producers sued Paramount because they tried to spin the movie like Rocky Horror because they realised gay fans were showing up to screenings with Ajax and wire hangers, and they were quoting the and laughing at the melodramatic lines. So they tried to lean in on that and say bring wire hangers and all that stuff. So the producers sued, saying, quote, the harrowing drama is about child abuse, not about wire hangers and Ajax. So, And,
Was it really though?
yeah, God. Joan Crawford's personal dressmaker that made all of Faye Dunaway's outfits came out of retirement, and she ran off set screaming in tears because Faye Dunaway was a complete bitch to her. I was like,
Oh wow.
wow. So, and allegedly, $9 million were used on the sets and the outfits. Now that I can
Wow.
believe because these sets are elaborate and the outfits
Hmm.
are way OTT. So yeah, I mean, Jesus. What else? Oh yeah, I love this one also. Upon hearing her death, Bette Davis went to a party and she was asked at the party, so have you heard that Joan's dead? And she went, yes, darling. Thank fuck she's dead. But I'll give her one thing. She was a good actress and she was always on time. And she just walked away.
You know what? Game respects game.
Yes, 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 yes. I've also found quite sad. Apparently, because Joan had 2 funerals. She had one
Hmm.
for the family
Hmm.
and close friends only, and only 60 people showed up to that.
Hmm.
So, oh dear, oh dear. Another one was done by Pepsi, and
Hmm.
115 people showed up So it's like she was not popular at all towards the end of her life. I mean, wow,
Mm-hmm.
wow. Although in seeing that, she brought it on herself. She was a complete tyrant and a bit of a, dare I say it, slut. I mean, she
Mm-hmm.
slipped away to the top, and when she couldn't keep herself up there, she would be shady and underhanded. Like, for instance, Bette Davis was up for an Oscar. I think it was for Baby Jane.
Mm-hmm.
And Anne Bancroft was up for her Oscar for What About If She Had. And because Joan wasn't nominated, she says to Anne Bancroft, I'll take your Oscar. And thank you, apparently she sat behind Bette Davis and walked past her and tapped her and smirked at her as she walked up to collect the Oscar and said, "Oh, I'm getting this for Anne." And had a big cheesy grin on her face, staring daggers at Bette Davis. I mean, and apparently she spent weeks, quote, campaigning against Bette Davis
Mm-hmm.
not to win the Oscar. So it's like, oh, you're a complete bitch. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
she also done the same thing with Marilyn Monroe and various
Mm-hmm.
other up and coming actresses. She tried to force them down, and apparently she's not a nice person at all. So, But getting on to another person that was not very nice, Faye Dunaway, one of the writers or producers says, actually, I think it was one of the costume um, designers said, if you want to get into, what was it, you want to get Faye Dunaway's attention, throw in a large piece of raw meat and then enter, because she'll be too busy to to
Oh
attack
my
you.
God.
So it's like, ooh, so she was hated on set also. I mean,
Mm.
apparently she was going on for like 6 and 7 takes, and they wanted
Mm-hmm.
this thing to go faster, but nope. And when she was attacking adult Christina,
Mm.
she actually attacked that actress, and there's
Mm.
real fear in the actress's eye as she's fucking pounding her head off the ground. It's like, fucking
Yeah.
hell, you're insane, love. And apparently, when she was screaming, she screamed herself hoarse, and she had to take
Mm-hmm.
6 days off because she lost her voice. I'm like, wow, love, you're fucking insane. So, I
Wow.
mean, she is. Mm,
Yeah. That scene was kind of wild.
mm,
Like, she was like fighting and they were screaming and she was choking her for so long. I'm like, why has nobody arrived yet?
mm.
Where's Barbara?
Barbara, please. Yeah.
Barbara, please. Please, Barbara.
Right. Before we get into this, I'm going to read you the blurb on the back of the DVD, which I paid too much for. That is if I can read this thing. Let me see now. Hold on. Oh my god.
All right, he's got to put his reading glasses on.
Actually, over there, I can't be reaching him. Right. This is the courageous and controversial story of legendary movie star Joan Crawford and her struggle with the dual roles of fading actress and tormented mother. The public Crawford was strong-willed, glamorous, and admirable. But Mommy Dearest reveals the private Crawford, the woman desperate to become a mother, adopting her children when she was single and trying to survive in the devastating movie industry. The rage, the strain, and the terrifying descent into alcoholism and child abuse are graphically and unforgettably depicted in this movie. Okay, can we say OTT? That
Mm-hmm.
blurb in the back of the box is ridiculous. Who the fuck wrote that? I mean, Jesus, what?
I wouldn't say she was a tormented mother. She was a tormenting mother.
Yes, yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, it's a bloody joke. It's an absolute joke. So let's take it from the start. Joan Crawford is not her real name. Her real name was Lucille Faye. Oh my god, something. I can't remember the second name.
Oh, I might have it up here.
What was it? Oh my god. But, oh, something like
Lucille Fay Lesur.
a Lesueur. Yeah. and it was changed by the studio after they had a sort of competition to rename this actress, and Joan Crawford was picked, but she hated that. She wanted, because it was too next to crawfish, and then she kept it, and so on and so forth. And apparently, she was a flapper girl in the
Mm-hmm.
20s, and then she was a silent movie actress, and then she was a talkie movie actress, and then she became an icon, and then the icon sort of slipped, and she was doing hag movies, hag exploitation movies, such as
Mm-hmm.
Baby Jane and Straight Jacket, and then
Mm-hmm.
she sort of went out of the public's eye in the 70s, and then she died in, what was it, 76? She died.
uh,
Seven,
77.
seven, yeah, yeah,
And they don't actually know how old she was.
yeah, because she lied about her age. She said she
Mm-hmm.
was either uh, 2 years younger or 3 years or 4 years younger, sort of thing. So,
Yeah, it says she died age 69 to 73.
yes, I love that one. It's like, oh dear God. So, hmm. So, what do you want to start with this thing? I mean,
Good God. Where?
I mean,
I don't even remember how the movie starts now that I'm thinking about it. She's Is it just as she's adopting, like the first she decides she wants to adopt a kid?
yeah,
That's where it kind of all starts. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Although we have to talk about the sets, the bedroom
Mm.
set with the white walls are all sort of, what
Hmm.
would that be, cushioned? No, cushioned. Yeah, cushioned walls, and the big massive headboard and such,
Hmm.
and the pink shower. Oh my God, the pink shower.
I just remembered the start of the movie because that is when the cleaner is cleaning the house and she's also cleaning. So I was like, oh, okay, cool. She's a
Mm,
movie star and she's cleaning her own house. That's not bad.
mm,
Uh, but then she's like going around the room and running her fingers everywhere. And then she moves the plant pot.
mm.
Helga, you got to move the plant
Oh
pot.
God.
I'm not mad at you, dear. I'm mad at the dirt.
Oh God. Is that no? Does she not scream at to Christina later? When she goes, "I'm not mad at you, mad at the dirt," and she goes, she gets Ajax and sprays it all over the bed, the bathroom, and
Yeah.
Christina's like, "Jesus Christ!" Oh! I mean, it's like, oh my Lord.
The amount of times I've seen that meme online of the little girl covered in white powder,
Mm.
and I assumed it was something to do with baking.
No, it's Ajax. Supposed to be anyway. Yeah,
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 I
yeah.
know that now.
Oh my God. Oh my God. So, what I love about this movie is you actually see Faye Dunaway slash Joan Crawford in the Death Becomes Her stuff. She has the gloves on. She had the tape around her eyes and such, and she
It
had
was
the.
very that.
It was giving. I was like, oh my God, it's Death Becomes Her. I mean, it's like,
Yeah.
oh,
I immediately thought it's Madeline Ashton.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, that
Oh
was
my God.
insane. And the regimen in the morning with the insane washing of the face and the
Mm,
hands and the arms and the ice bath on her face and
mm, mm. Yes,
that's a lot of work.
sitting at the mirror with the leg away up, and it's
Yeah.
like, oh my God. As the boyfriend slash lawyer walks in, I'm like, oof,
Mm,
wow. I mean,
yeah.
wow. This movie is something else, and the whole, what was it, the when she's swimming against Christina, and she goes, "I'm faster than you, and I'm bigger than you, and I always win." I'm like,
Hmm.
wow. Can you just throw the kid a bone and maybe what a 1-1?
Yeah.
Jesus, and the shoulder pads on that terracotta robe thing.
Hmm.
Wow, they were something else. It was like, what the fuck they were about to.
Insane.
Oh my God. I mean, it's like, wow, you love her just, wow. I mean, absolutely shocking.
Mhm. And then because the kid gets Christina is not she gets argumentative because she beat her in the race, and she said it's not fair, and da da
Mm,
da. And then Joan like beats her and locks her in a pool house for the
mm,
rest of the day.
mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah.
It's crazy.
And this is the start of the quote. Well, no, not the quote, the child abuse stuff, allegedly. But I was saying to William last night when we watched this, this wasn't uncommon at the time in
Mm,
the 40s and the 50s because my mother tells me horror stories of when my granny
mm,
done similar things to her.
mm,
Like it was the flip flop or the slipper flying towards your head sort of
mm,
thing, or you had the um, the wire hanger across the backside sort of thing.
mm,
So this wasn't uncommon. So, but in saying that, no kid should be beaten at all. I mean,
mm.
or even verbally abused even. They should never have that either. But in saying that, kids must be disciplined, and apparently that's what because apparently the nanny in this movie is amalgamation of several nannies, and they
Mhm,
all left like after 7 or 8 weeks because they couldn't take
mhm,
the pressure, so to speak. I mean the screaming children and her getting off her head every 3 seconds, and the alcohol and the drug abuse and such. So it's like, oof.
mhm.
I mean, hmm.
The birthday party.
Oh god, yeah, yeah. The
At
birthday.
first, I saw the birthday party, and I mean, I don't know if you're a Real Housewives fan,
No.
or if anyone listening even is, but it reminded me very much of, one of those Real Housewives of Beverly Hills when they threw like an extravagant, ridiculous birthday party for their kid, which really wasn't for the kid.
Mm.
It was for the mother, in both cases, Real
Mhm.
Housewives and Joan Crawford. It was all for pictures, for publicity.
Mhm.
And then afterwards, she forces her to give up all of her gifts,
Yeah.
but she can keep one gift.
Mhm. Mhm. Apparently that's quite common with celebrities. Michael
Ugh.
Jackson did that, and like various other people were doing that. We're going, you can keep one toy, and the rest goes to charity. The rest goes to children's hospitals, which I suppose is fair enough. But
Well, we all know Michael Jackson had a troubled upbringing as well.
yes, yeah, exactly. I don't know. I mean, I love the fact where she gets grass stains on her dress, and if
Hmm.
photographer goes, "Oh, it might read," and the death stare that Faye Dunaway pulls is like, "You mother, I'm going to beat the living fuck out of you," and you're
Hmm.
like, "This child is going to be crucified." I mean, the poor fucking
Hmm.
kid. So, mm. I mean, I was going. Oh, by the way, apparently Christopher had a habit of running away. He ran away 9, 10, 11 times.
Hmm.
And when he was, I think, 16, he went to a military academy on his own without Joan's thing. And then he
Hmm.
went on to the army and such. And he had his own kids. And apparently, when he brought his newborn baby to see Joan, he goes, "Here," what the kid's name was, "go to your granny." She went, "Oh, no, no, no. I'm not the grandmother. I'm Auntie Joan. I will never be anybody's grandmother." And that was the last time she saw that child. He stormed out the house and took the kid away. So, I mean,
Wow.
also the same with one of the twins' kids. Again, the kids were forced to call Joan Auntie Joan, not Granny.
Hmm.
So, wow. I mean,
I mean, there's people today that are kind of like that because, you know,
mm,
Granny is such like it's an, it makes you feel old automatically to be called
mm,
Granny or Grandpa.
yeah,
Um, and I mean, people are having kids so much younger.
mm,
Um,
yeah, exactly,
yeah.
exactly. I mean, I don't know. I mean, they say that she was undiagnosed narcissist and she was undiagnosed with bipolar disorder. But I don't know, was she? Or was she just a complete bitch who wanted everything her own way?
I think she could be definitely be undiagnosed. I mean, I'm not a doctor, but from what I heard, she also had a not great upbringing.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
And I mean, it's generational, right?
Mm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
unless someone, breaks the cycle, it's just going to always continue.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully, Christina, if she had children, I have no idea. Hopefully, she was better to them than her mother was to her.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That wouldn't be hard, frankly. I mean, Christ. I mean, just even I was I had a strict granny, and she was a disciplinarian. As you can tell, she was quite strict with my mom. My mum, she hit her with like flip flops and sandals and slippers and, as I say, wire hangers and handbags. There's a story. There's a quite terrifying story my mum tells. She was 16 and she was out dancing. She came in 11:30. Sorry, 5 minutes past. Sorry, 5 minutes late. It was She supposed to be on 11:30. She showed up at 25 to 12, and
Mm.
she got a handbag to the face, full
Oh,
force, and told get to bed. And my granddad did nothing. He just went bed. So my mother's walking around the next day with a huge sort of square bruise on her face.
mm.
That was because she was 5 minutes late. I mean, bloody hell.
Jesus.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Mm, mm. I mean, thankfully, my mum broke the cycle with us. She didn't hit us at
She
all.
didn't throw a slipper at you?
No, 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 no. She would have the look, but the mother look that she would all, that look,
No.
the death stare, and you go, oh, 2-4 sort of thing. But she only hit me twice, I remember right.
Mm.
Once when my granny fell and done something to her leg, and I get pissed, not angry, that is, and kicked her on the leg, and my mother went ape shit, and she bitch slapped me into next week. So
You got angry because she fell, so you
no,
kicked
no,
her?
no, no, because what happened was, I don't remember exactly what happened because this was 1980 odds, and I was a kid, like
I wasn't even born.
yes, thank you. Anyway, I was about 6 or 7, and I get angry. I can't remember the exact, but all I remember was I kicked my granny in her bad leg, and my mother went ape shit,
Mm.
and she literally backhanded me like tennis style, and I was about a week
Mm.
ahead of myself. So yeah, another
Mm.
time was we were at a swimming pool, and I can't swim, and I refused to get into the pool because I don't like water, and I can't
Mm.
swim. So my uncles were threatening to throw me into the pool to learn how to sink or swim, sort of scenario. Typical 80s stuff, you know. And I said something to my uncle, something about, I swore at him, and my mother just grabbed me by the nape of the neck and apparently paintbrushed me. It was just slapping back and forth. So much so that my uncle had to pry me off her. So
Oh.
that was the only two.
So she did a Joan Crawford on you.
Pretty
She
much,
just
yeah.
laughed in your
Yeah,
face.
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
Barbara had to come in.
Yes, my uncle had to come in and prise her off me. But yeah, that was the only two times that she laid a finger on me, which is why I never disrespected her after
Mm.
that, or disrespected anybody else after that, unless they deserved it, sort of thing, you know.
Mhm.
But yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, I remember why now. Why I kicked my granny. My younger cousin had me in a chokehold under the the arm, no, under the neck,
Mm.
and I bit her on the forearm to let me go. And
Uh,
I was annoyed because I was getting disciplined, and I ran up and kicked my granny. That's what it was. Anyway, sorry, I just remembered it there. Right. Anyway, go back to this movie here. Where was I now? Oh yeah, the two kids, Christopher and Christina, playing in the back, and it's like, what was it? Tina, Chris, damn it, as they're playing, and it's like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, Christopher, Tina, damn it. She's just like, shut the sort of stuff. It's like, oh my god.
How dare they enjoy time outside?
Mm. Yeah, as she's nursing a hangover. I mean, for crying out loud, it's like, mm,
Hmm. And then I think it's shortly after that where Christina is playing like
mm,
in her mom's room and she's, sitting at the vanity and she's like, talking and just doing what kids do,
mm-hmm,
like pretend to be her mom and whatever. But of course,
mm-hmm,
Joan's like, well, she's fucking mocking me.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah.
So she fucking
She cuts her hair.
slices off her hair.
Yes, yes, it's like, wow, it's a bit much. I mean, Jesus. Wasn't it she was pretending to win an Oscar or something like that? She's, oh,
I
they're
think
all here
so,
for
yeah.
me, sort of things. And mind you, in saying that kid sort of worked my last nerve. I thought she was a bit too disruptive and a bit too in their face, sort of thing. I thought you were a bit,
I did feel like there were times, especially as she was, well, I mean, it's hard to say like how old she was at any given moment because they only used two actresses to
mm-hmm,
portray
mm-hmm,
her,
mm-hmm,
aside from when she was a baby. But I feel like there was a point where she was like a little older. She wasn't like the adult version of herself
mm-hmm,
yet, the adult actress. And I feel like there was like a look she would give her, or she would say things that she knew would set her off.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I love the fact how one of the instances where it was a dinner put down to her and she refused to eat it. Well, apparently, in real life, that meal was put down to her every day for dinner, lunch, and breakfast for 5 days solid. I mean,
Uh, no.
and apparently she actually forced her to eat some of the 5 day old food, which must have been starting to go off by then.
Oh, I'm
So,
sure.
I
It
mean,
was already not cooked.
yeah, yeah, the raw meat. Apparently, that was a punishment that she would dole out fairly regularly, eating raw meat, because apparently it was better for you. It was more healthy for you because you had the
When you don't cook out the nutrients.
yes, it's utter
I've heard that
nonsense.
bullshit before.
Yes, it's utter. Oh, but for vegetables and certain vegetables at that, like carrots.
Ugh.
I mean, it's nonsense. It's absolute nonsense. But let's talk about the we have to talk about the wire hanger scene because every gay worth their salt knows the no wire hangers ever as she's ripping the expensive dresses
Yeah.
off the hangers and she's throwing them over the floor and I'm like, really?
Did she think that this little girl picked it up from the dry cleaners?
Yeah, that's what I said to William last night. I says, these are the dry cleaners' fault, not the kids' fault. I mean, what the
Like
fuck?
it still had the dry cleaner tag on.
Yeah.
Like obviously the housekeeper or whatever her title was picked it up and didn't put it on a one of those stupid. I hate those hangers so much. I hate wire hangers,
Mm,
but I hate more those ones with the fabric and the ribbons
mm,
and they're smooshy and
ugh.
like it just old lady.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
don't no.
Well, my wardrobe, they're all wooden hangers. So,
Mhm.
I mean, I can't stand wire hangers. I can't stand plastic hangers. I can't stand the ones you
No.
described. The fabric hangers that bend. No, mine's are all wooden, so there we have that
Yeah.
one. Um,
Mine are like I don't know, they have like a felt
oh, yeah, I don't like the
kind of
ones. Yeah,
cover to them, so the stuff just sticks to it and it doesn't come off.
I don't like the ones. They move. No, mine's are all wooden. So, anyway, but yeah, I love the fact how, as I said, she rips off all these thousands of dollars worth of dresses and outfits and just throws them on the floor, which
Mm,
she thinks is dirty because apparently Joan had OCD, undiagnosed OCD, which is why she
right.
was cleaning and scrubbing and blah blah blah, blah constantly.
Yeah.
So, and I love the fact how she gets one of the wire hangers. She beats Christina in the, I'm guessing the backside,
Mm,
and when she goes away, Crispin comes out of his bed and he's wearing a harness sort of thing.
Yeah.
And he claims it was for his sleepwalking, where in
Hmm.
reality they're an anti-masturbation harness. So what you do was you put your kid and strapped him into the bed, and then put his arms like Christ pose and tied him down to the bed to stop him from masturbating. Except Christopher was about 8 there, so I don't think 8-year-olds were jacking off.
Well,
But yeah, I mean, and she goes, "I'm not mad at you, I'm mad at the dirt." And she pulls the potty plant away, and it's all. And she gets the Ajax suit and sprays it everywhere. And I'm like, wow. And
hmm
then of course the Jesus Christ, Jesus, and it's like, oh my God,
hmm
my bloody God. So what else do you want to talk about then?
Gosh. What was the other thing? Oh, so of course she marries the. It didn't mention any of her because she was married, what, four
Four
times, I
times,
think.
yes, yes.
I don't remember it mentioning specifically that she was married to any of the men that we saw her with, aside from, was it Albert
Yes,
Steele,
the Pepsi guy, yeah,
who
yeah.
was the president, CEO, whatever, of
Oh,
Pepsi
excuse me.
Cola at the time.
Mm-hmm,
Um, Again, a marriage that was obviously for financial purposes,
mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
um, and basically ruined him financially
Mm-hmm.
because she wanted to live a lavish Hollywood lifestyle
Yes, yes,
uh,
yes.
in New York City, which is just not possible.
Yeah, no, no, no. Well, I'm trying to think now. And the first marriage was in the early 20s to a trumpet
Mm,
player. The second marriage was to Douglas Fairbanks Jr.,
mm,
who was Douglas Fairbanks' son, I remember right off the top of my head. That was in
okay.
the early 30s. And then
Hmm.
she married, oh my God, I think it was a producer. And then it was a
Hmm.
Pepsi guy. And that was her. So, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Although the fact how big thing about oh my god, don't fuck with me fellas, this is my first rodeo. But this guy is only in two scenes. One where they're getting married and one where she goes, rip this goddamn load bearing wall off and put a window where it ought to be. I'm like, it's a load bearing wall, love. You can't fucking just cut a hole in it and shove it.
Hmm.
Jesus Christ. I mean, mm, mm,
I like that they put in him showing kindness to Christina in that, uh, at this point, Christina is an adult. I think she's in college or something.
yeah, yeah.
And she was, she needed to get by. She needed some money.
Mm-hmm,
But Joan was like, no, you have to make it on your own. That's the only way it's going to work.
mm-hmm.
You'll get nothing out of us. And then, of course, he gives her some money. I thought that was an interesting, nice little thing to keep in. And I wonder if, obviously, I haven't read the book,
Mm.
but I wonder if, they had a better relationship, um, and, how she felt when he passed.
Yeah,
Um,
apparently when Joan was married, the stepfathers were kind and gave the children
yes.
attention and money and whatever it was. And apparently Joan was also nicer to the kids when the husbands were around, but when they were away, all hell broke loose.
Hmm.
So, mm,
Yeah.
so yeah,
I
yeah,
enjoy that when one of the quote unquote uncles came over, he's like, not so heavy on the scotch this time. And
mm,
Christina's like a child making him his drinks
mm.
and showing him up to her room where she's, getting ready with her legs in the air
Oh
and
God, yeah, yeah, yeah,
good Lord.
yeah, yeah. Oh my God. Although I've got to say, being a child of the 80s, I had to have my uncle's drinks made perfectly, especially for things like Christmas and New Year's. So
Mm,
yeah, I was told, oh, go and get me a vodka and soda or a whiskey and rye sort of thing, or no rye, a whiskey
mm,
and water or whatever it was. So I was doing that stuff at like 8, 9, 10. So.
Wow.
Mm. But anyway, let's talk about adult Christina. Oh my god. She went to drama school, I think it is, some sort of drama college. And
Mhm.
I love the fact how her quote unquote best friend catches her with one of her boyfriends. And she's like, I'm telling, and the sheer terror in Christina's
Mhm.
face. And she's like, oh my fuck, no, don't you fuck me up.
Mhm.
I mean, oh, apparently, Joan Crawford would show up when she felt like it to this drama school. She would just show up and go, hi. Or she would
Mhm.
talk about how good or bad Christina's grades were and how good or bad she was
Yeah.
doing through semesters and stuff like that. And I'm like, control freak much? I mean, she had a little bit of freedom and you're now pulling it back bit by bit. It's like, wow, you are a narcissist. I mean,
Mhm. And when she pulls her out of the school,
mm,
well, that's what initiates the big fight. Is she pulls her out of the school and gets home, and the Vanity, I think it was Vanity Fair writer Barbara Blees was there, working on the story with Joan, and that's where things just kind of went off the rails, and ultimately she ends up going to a Catholic,
mm,
very strict Catholic,
mm-hmm,
I'm
mm-hmm.
assuming all girls
Yeah,
school.
yeah. Oh, and it gets better, by the way. She was forced to stay in there. I had to work her way to pay for tuition. So she was a working student, as they called them. Joan didn't give
Mm.
her a dime to pay for the,
Hmm.
the school. Apparently, this was her.
Well, it's church. Shouldn't they do it out of the goodness of their souls?
Yeah, good luck with that one.
That's
Apparently,
what Jesus would do.
yeah. Apparently, this is her sixth school she went to because Joan kept on pulling her out of the school every
Mm.
6 to 8 weeks or months, depending how long it was. It's like bloody hell. So yeah, yeah.
Good Lord.
And I love the other quote which I loved was, "I might have guessed you could have found the booze and the boys." And it's like ho ho ho. So that was
Hmm.
a good quote. It's like wow, wow, wow. So the adult Christina leaves college and she gets a job on some TV show. Oh my god. So she,
The something storm. I was trying to find a clip of it online. I couldn't. I just found like the announcement at the beginning of the show, the Turning Storm, I think it was called. And they're like, unfortunately, Christina Crawford has been hospitalized, and standing in for her will be her mother, Joan Crawford.
yeah,
I'm like, that was absolutely batshit fucking
insane.
crazy. That actually, I had to Google it
Mhm,
because I did
mhm.
not believe that that happened.
Yeah, yeah,
A
yeah.
60 whatever year old woman playing 24.
Yes, ridiculous. I mean, absolutely. And she looked every inch of late
Yeah.
60s. I mean, it's like bloody hell. The Secret Storm. It's
Secret
called.
Storm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Oh my god. I mean, I'm sorry, but she looked every inch late 60s.
Oh, good Lord. And I didn't actually realize until I was looking into that. I mean, obviously, I saw it on screen, that it was being broadcast live. I didn't realize that that was how they used to do soap operas.
Interesting. Yeah, I know they did that in Britain. Famously, Coronation Street was live until
Mm,
I think it was the 70s. Then they started
yeah.
recording them. So, yeah, yeah. So, yeah, yeah. I can't believe
Yeah,
that.
that was crazy.
I just can't believe that. Oh, don't want to. You can go and have your hospital treatment and I'll take over for you. Wait, what now?
Yeah.
I mean,
When she calls the producer to come to the hospital and is like, I'm just worried about Christina's career. I don't want her to lose out on an opportunity. But
hmm
I think I have a solution.
yeah, bullshit.
Like,
Yeah,
uh,
yeah.
yeah, of course you're thinking about her career.
Utter nonsense. Yeah. By the way, did the movie mention Baby Jane at all?
No, not at all.
Ah,
I
interesting.
kept expecting it would because it was kind of a defining.
Yes, it was a turning point in both their careers because
Mhm,
basically both of them were lagging because we're getting older, we're in their 40s,
mhm.
and they were drying up, and then this went whoosh, they had their career comeback. But yeah, I love this one, by the way. The stories on this set about Bet, Bet and her fighting were ridiculous. Like, for
Hmm.
instance, the trailers had to be at least 15 feet apart. And
Hmm.
apparently, Bet would move her trailer like a half inch every day just to annoy her.
Uh, it's iconic.
And of course,
If you've not seen the Ryan Murphy show,
mm,
uh feud, Betty versus Joan or Joan versus Betty, whatever it was, that took place during the filming
mm-hmm, mm, Baby
of that
Jane.
movie.
Yeah,
So I had some context of her life and career just from that.
yeah.
And I mean, this was a very different Joan
Mm-hmm.
from Jessica Lange's version,
Yes, yes, yes. I mean,
for sure.
screw that. Watch Baby Jane. What Will Happen to Baby Jane, the original 60s
Hmm.
version, after you listen to this podcast, because that is one of the greatest movies ever. I mean, two iconic women fighting each other is just
Hmm.
delicious. You haven't had your den. Delicious. I mean, and uh, Jane, what the hell's her name again? Oh my, I can't remember, the bloody trapping her disabled sister upstairs
Mm.
with no way of getting down. I mean, that is just
Hmm.
evil. I mean, it's like wow. But anyway, what this
Yeah.
is, so Bet would have a sorry, a Coke machine on set just to annoy
Hmm.
Joan,
Yes.
and she would demand equal screen time. So the producers had to figure out how to have equal screen time between the both of them. It's
Hmm.
like wow, and they had what was it? Equal script also, so they had to count by
Hmm.
the word to make sure that none of them. It's like oh, this is petty. I mean,
Good
oh
God.
my god, and I love this one, the notorious scene where um, Joan Crawford's playing the crippled or disabled sister, and she crawls down the
Hmm.
stairs to get to the phone, and Bette Davis catches her on the phone and kicks her in the face. That was a real kick, and she dislocated her jaw.
Uh,
It's like wow, wow. So to get back for that, there's a bit later on in the movie where Bette has to take Joan off the wheelchair and put her on the beach to get some sun.
mhm.
Well, apparently Joan Crawford lined the bottom of that dress with rocks, and it weighed an extra 15 pounds. And Bette Davis pulled every muscle in her back, pulling this
Yeah.
dead weight body, and she was in traction for several weeks. So
Mhm.
the feud was nasty. I mean, it was
Yeah.
like wow. So just put that in context.
Hmm. Yeah, it's a shame that that didn't. I mean, there was already enough dramatics going on, but it is a shame that that didn't come up. I wonder if any of it played a part in the book, and
Oh,
obviously it was,
yeah.
kept out for time
Mhm.
because it
Mhm.
was already over what 2 hours, which is
Yeah. Yeah. Ridiculous.
a
Yeah.
stretch.
Yeah. This should have been cut by at least 30 minutes. You know,
Yeah.
this should have been well cut. But yeah. So at the very end of Joan's life, she was allegedly penniless, which was bullshit.
Hmm.
So she moved from her lavish penthouse apartments into the smaller New York apartment,
Hmm.
and apparently she was living off of royalty checks and as such. And I
Hmm.
was like, okay then. And towards the end of her life, she had to give away her prized dog, Princess
Yes.
something other.
Yeah.
And shortly after that, she died.
Hmm.
So, it's a rather sad ending for a quote Hollywood icon. But there we have it.
Sad ending for maybe a terrible person.
Definitely a terrible person, yes. yes. I mean, apparently, Christina refused to show up to the funeral. It was only Christopher and the twins. She refused to show
Mm.
up, and she only showed up at the will reading to see what she got. And everyone knows she was left nothing because, quote, you know what you did. So,
Yeah.
I mean, and the twins got 77,000 each. Her and Christopher got zip, nada, not a penny, and that was it. I mean, it's like, wow,
Hmm.
wow. Of course, the two then sued and got 55,000 each, I think it was, from the
Yeah.
77. I
Yeah.
mean, and the rest of the $2 million went to various charities, including dog
Hmm.
shelters, cancer research, and some other ones I can't remember off the top of my head. So,
Well, I guess she wanted to be remembered as, a good person, I suppose, a philanthropist.
mm,
I mean, she was obviously admired and adored by fans.
mhm, yes, yes.
But obviously behind closed doors, this movie would leave us to believe that she was cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
hmm hmm Well, some of her maids and some of the nannies said yes, she had a temper and she flew off the handle a lot, but she wasn't violent to the children. She was just a
Hmm.
disciplinarian. She was strict and she controlled and she wanted everything done a certain way, but
Yeah.
she never hit the children. Well, the nanny was there, that is. So,
I mean, you do have to wonder. I mean, in cases of child abuse in real life, well, I mean, I know this was real life, but this was a dramatization of that. Um, an abuser's not going to do it in public, in front of witnesses,
yeah.
because they don't want people to find out. They want to get away with it. So, you know, I wonder, I don't know. I think there's some truth in Christina's story.
hmm
I don't know how bad it is in reality. Obviously, there's conflicting versions of what actually happened, and obviously the movie is
Yeah. Over.
over the top,
Yes. Yes. Yes.
crazy.
Yes.
Um, yeah, it's just yeah, it's sad that that's how allegedly she grew up.
I mean, I do find it interesting that Christina and Christopher said yes, there was abuse and lots of it, but the twin says no, she was a loving, caring, warm person. So was it
Hmm.
because they were adopted much later? You know,
Hmm.
like in the 50s, I think they were adopted. And was it because Christina was a bit like herself? She was outspoken and strong-willed and such.
Hmm.
So is that why they sort of butted
I mean,
heads?
I'm a only child, so I don't really know what it's like to have siblings, but to me it almost feels like she made her mistakes with the first kids,
hmm
and then, several years later when she adopted the others, she took a different approach, perhaps because she realized what was going on.
hmm
But I do think that, especially with Christina, I feel like there was jealousy
hmm hmm
a lot of the time. I saw that when, on her birthday, when I don't know his name, he wasn't there for long. He gave her the the charm bracelet,
hmm
and I think in that moment, that was kind of the nail in the coffin for the relationship with that man,
hmm
because it's almost like he had chosen Christina over her.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's obvious that she was, as I said, a control freak and a narcissist.
Yeah.
But it's like, did you have to take it out on a kid who's like 7, 8, 9, 10, 11? I mean, so. Mm,
I mean, I mean, it's not the same, but it's almost like, or the way I see it, it's almost like when people have Munchausen by proxy.
mm,
that's all about the attention that they receive because they have this sick child and they want all this attention and they want this, that, and the other, um, and to look like they're being a good parent and doing all of these things when in reality they're the ones that are keeping them
Yeah, yeah, because I'm
sick.
sick.
it's
Yeah.
it's it obviously that wasn't the case here, but it, it's the similarities there, I think.
Mm, mm. The one thing I want to touch on is the notorious scene where she takes over the Pepsi company
Hmm.
and she sits in the head of the boardroom table and she goes, "Don't fuck with me, fellas. This isn't my first rodeo. I've dealt with bigger monsters of hold for years." Well, apparently they forced her out
Yeah.
after years of her butting in and causing chaos, basically. After about
Hmm.
7 years, he hauled at the door, sort of thing. So yeah, yeah. I mean, it's like you ran this multi-million-dollar company,
Mm.
and you were so hated, you were kicked out the fucking door. So
Yeah.
I mean, what is it to say? You can catch more flies with honey than you can with vinegar.
Hmm.
So I mean, maybe try to be nice to people occasionally.
Yep, she has not,
Mm, mm.
or
S
did not.
No, no, no. So is there anything else you want to bring up about this then?
I just remembered the scene where um Christina is, I think she's visiting from college or something, and her mom's like, first I'm taking you out for dinner and this is a special treat. And she orders her a rare steak
Mm,
and then comments that she shouldn't be flirting with the waiter and you know men think certain things. I'm da 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 da. I'm like, that's literally you, bitch.
yeah, exactly. Where she learned it from? She learned it from you. I mean, how to control
Yeah.
men, how to control situations and such.
And again, it's a jealousy thing, I think, because she wasn't flirting.
Hmm.
Um, she was just being nice and gentle and whatever. And I think she doesn't like not she didn't like not being the center of attention.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, 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 yeah. I mean,
So, you know what? Maybe the twins were ugly.
possibly, possibly.
And
I
that's why she didn't beat them.
I do love the fact how Joan allegedly forced Christina to wear sort of kiddie outfits, like the little
Hmm.
dolly dresses with the socks and the little
Hmm.
slipper things. I'm like, wow, she tried to force her to be a child and not a teenager, not a young adult. And I was like, wow, how about you tell your mother, fuck off? You get yourself an actual job and pay for your own lifestyle. I mean,
Hmm.
it's like bloody hell. Especially if you were going through Catholic school and basic schools as a pay for
Yeah.
student sort of thing. Wouldn't you just tell her no? You're not giving me any help anyway, so fuck off. I'll do my own sort of stuff. I mean, but
Hmm.
yeah, yeah, dear God. But anyway, let's wrap this up then. So, do you recommend this, and would you watch it again?
I could see myself watching it again. Just maybe to show other people, or if I'm just really out of ideas. But I think uh, I don't know. Maybe I'm on the fence a little bit. Uh, I've heard all of the sound bites
Mm-hmm.
rehashed in so many ways because of RuPaul's Drag Race, and so nothing really surprised me in that sense. I was kind of waiting for the lines to happen,
Mm-hmm.
and so I think I don't know that I would watch it from that perspective of, I'm just waiting for this line to happen. I'm waiting for this scene to happen.
Mm-hmm.
I could watch clips of that on YouTube
Mm-hmm.
for
Mm-hmm.
10 minutes rather than 2 hours and 8 minutes, whatever the fuck it was.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of recommending it, I think it probably is recommended viewing, especially for people who enjoy camp over the top garbage.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And definitely, if anyone who is attempting to get onto Drag Race happens to be listening, this is required viewing. I'm
Yes.
surprised they don't send out a list of these are the things that you must know to make RuPaul laugh,
Yeah.
because this is like top of the list for sure.
Yeah. Number one would be Mr. Elvira, Mrs. Dark. Number two, Mommy
Yeah.
Dearest. Number three, Paris is Burning. So it's like, I
Yeah,
mean, it's like, wow.
absolutely. Um, the only other thing I forgot to bring up actually, which I did really enjoy, or was shocked by, I should say, uh, the makeup.
Mm-hmm.
If you'd have said to, I mean, I didn't know what Faye Dunaway looked like,
Mm.
honestly, especially back then. I would have no idea. Um, when I saw what she looked like and in the makeup,
Mm-hmm.
completely different.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
a different person altogether.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's fantastic. And the look was very, I mean, it was exaggerated, I think, but it was pretty damn close.
Yes. Except it wasn't that over exaggerated. So
Right.
it's like, because apparently, in order to get the role, Faye Dunaway dressed in Joan drag, so to speak, and did
Mm.
the makeup and the hair and the outfits and such, and went up to the producer's house, rang the doorbell, and stood a few feet from the door. He opened the door and almost collapsed because he thought it was Joan Crawford back from the dead. So
Wow.
that's how she got the job.
So you're saying I should dress up like a dead celebrity and just show up at a producer's doorstep and stand a few feet away and I'm quids in?
Yeah, probably, possibly, yeah, yeah. Oh, I never mentioned the Tina, bring me the axe scene.
Bring me the axe!
I forgot about that one. Just remember that there. Oh my god. I mean, but could you imagine that? She's out the back.
Waking them up in the middle of
Uh
like
huh.
the wee hours of the morning, as you Scottish people would say, to bring the children downstairs because mummy has to take down the fucking garden.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah, yeah. I mean, but Joan Crawford in full makeup and ball gown, chopping away a rose bush, getting her face cut up. That would never happen, by the way. She would
Mm,
never destroy the moneymaker. So,
mhm.
but that scene is just ridiculous. Tina, get me the axe or bring me the axe, and she's chopping. I'm like, oh, sweet mother of bejesus. So,
Uh, Insane.
yes, yes, yes. But like, see, my recommend, yes, I would recommend this to somebody, but only if they're a connoisseur of camp and
Yeah,
trash and bad movies. Because, like
yeah.
I says earlier, this is one of the trashiest campus movies
Hmm.
ever. Would I watch this again? Possibly yes, but not for a while because I sort of stretch out the time because it's just ridiculous. You know, it's just
Yeah,
it takes a while to sort of detox out of your system. So,
yeah. It's a lot.
yeah, it's a lot. It's a very
And
lot.
like you say, it's a long
Mm-hmm.
movie.
Yes,
Too
yes,
long.
yeah, yeah. Oh, I will say, the producers and Faye Dunaway thought this was going to be a multi-Oscar winning movie. This was supposed to show the dark side of celebrity and such. Da 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 da. Wrong. They won multiple Razzies, 7, I
They
believe.
did.
So
They were nominated for nine, won five, including Worst Picture
hmm
and Worst Actress.
yes, yeah, yeah. So they won the awards, but not the awards they wanted.
I'd be quite content with a Razzie
Oh my god,
because
yeah.
at least someone was paying attention.
Yes, exactly, exactly. I mean, I love the fact how Faye Dunaway refused to acknowledge this movie for years, and then she realised this is a gay camp classic, and then she tried to pull it back
Mm,
in. But also, I love that ship has sailed. So, hmm,
mm.
apparently this, as I say, this destroyed her career, and she had to move to Britain to get away from it all.
Yeah.
So, I mean, wow.
Yeah, they don't have TVs over there.
Yeah, especially in 1980, there was no such thing as TV.
Yeah.
I think TV was invented until what 1999. So, dear, oh dear. Anyway, let's wrap this up then. So, you can follow us on Instagram at Midnight Movie Mania Pod. You can follow me on Instagram at Here's Johnny79, and you can follow Alix on Instagram at
Mr. Alexander Watches.
Right then. Since this month's theme is mothers for Mother's Day, Alex's pick is My Stepmom is an Alien.
It's an alien. Fantastic movie.
Yes, which is camp personified. I haven't seen this thing.
I I can't wait to watch it again. It's been so long.
God, yeah.
Everything about it is just the fucking the purse,
Mm-hmm.
the talking purse.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the all the breakfast food that she makes, like the crazy outfits. She tries to pay for groceries with a giant dime.
Oh yeah, yeah,
It
it's
was
ridiculous.
so good.
Yeah, the how do you save humanity? Sneeze, and it's like, what? That saves humanity? It's like, okay then. And she's constantly having sex. I'm like, okay then, this is a kids movie. I mean, oh, so yeah, I haven't seen this in a good 15 years, I would say.
Really?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So this will be fun.
Yeah, I think the last time I watched it was probably last year, maybe the year before. Um, yeah, I've seen it a few times.
Hmm.
I
Hmm.
quite enjoy it.
And June will be Pride Month. So I've picked one of the campus movies I've seen to date in Killer Tongue, which is a
Oh, I thought you were going to say Mommy Dearest again.
no Killer Tongue, which is a British say it again, a British Spanish co-production,
Mm,
and it is off the fucking wall. It's
hmm
about a meteorite that crashes to Earth and takes over a nun and gives her a, what was it, 16-foot talking tongue that is, I think it eats people. And
I can't wait.
yeah, it has magic powers. I love this one. It has magic powers that turns her poodles into drag queens. It also has Robert England as a sadistic prison guard, and Doug Bradley as one of his whipping boys in the prison. So yeah, this is
Wild.
wild and deliciously camp.
Oh
So
my
yeah.
gosh.
So what have you picked for this Pride Month?
I have a few movies that I'm kind of rolling around in my head right now. Um, because I don't, the movies that I'm thinking of, I consider them to be good movies, but I do think they do qualify kind of, they're good for what they are, I think, and iconic as
Okay.
well.
Okay. Okay. So can I put out some suggestions? Just suggestions. You have to pick them at all.
You
Uh,
certainly can.
Hurricane Bianca.
Hmm
Another.
That's one of the movies that I have rolling around.
Okay then. Another gay sequel, which is the sequel
I've not
to
seen that
another
one.
gay movie, which is OTT. My God, you think another gay movie was off over the top? This one takes it over the top and skims it about a mile.
Mm.
So, and oh, I don't know if that's actually a Pride movie. So, I was going to say Showgirls, but is that
It's camp.
yes, it's camp, but is it gay or queer coded, as the kids say? I mean,
Well, some of the movies that I have, you wouldn't strictly call them like gay movies. Like they're not necessarily focused on gay people or queer people in general.
mm,
Um, but they are kind of iconic gay classics.
mm. Oh, I just thought of another absolute choice movie, Killer Pad, which is Robert Englund's second and last to date movie he directed
Oh.
from 2006, I think it was, 5 or 6, about frat boys going into a house and the devil shows up, and he is a hermaphrodite, and it's all sorts of deliciously camp. So it's just a few.
Yeah, there's another one. There's this guy. He's in a couple of movies, and I, oh, for the life of me, can't remember his name. But they're like off the grid kind of gay movies, in the sense that they're straight to DVD kind of situations, or out TV originals, or whatever. I don't know. One is called Paternity Leave, which is where, for some reason, men are now getting pregnant.
Right.
And there's another one with the same guy called, oh, I think it's What's the Matter with Gerald or something. It's a little slow, but he becomes best friends with a fortune teller, one of those crystal ladies, who tries to sort his life out. Those are a couple that come to mind. I do have some that are bigger movies. Yeah.
Okay. And then in July we're doing shark movies because somebody suggested we do Jaws the Revenge. So I've picked Sand Sharks, starring Brooke Hogan.
My God.
And yes,
That's Hulk
his
Hogan's
daughter. Yes.
ex-wife.
No,
Oh,
daughter. Daughter.
Is this a recent movie?
No, it's 2000 and, oh God, 6, I want to say.
Is
So,
this the one that's kind of like The Floor is Lava, but it's sharks?
no, it's basically sharks swim in sand, not the ocean.
Right.
And
As they
that's
do,
all I'm
yes.
going to say is it's fucking ridiculous. And it's every bit as bad as you think. So,
Okay.
so
I will not be selecting Sharknado of any variety.
thank God for that. I can't stand the movies. Eesh.
I will come up with something
Okay,
different.
okay. I mean, as long as it has shark title or a themed shark, I don't give a shit what it is as long as it's shark.
Got it.
Right then. So all I can say is a bye, and remember, no wire hires ever. A bye.